Good morning, everyone. I'm Nikki Stanzione.
And I'm Kristen Van Dyke.
And this is New Mexico Style, and today is Friday. Woo, woo. Yeah.
We made it to the end of the week.
We did, and it's a big day. Passover begins tonight at sundown, and today, thousands of faithful begin or continue their pilgrimage to the Village of Chimayo.
And we have a live look of the walkers making the trek. Many who come from all corners of the state. A beautiful start out there, and yeah, we're seeing more and more people.
Beautiful day to do this. I mean, it's a beautiful sight to see everybody gathering together, and you know, and this time of year obviously is always special, but when the weather's this good, it makes it that much better, right?
Right. And you know, the pilgrimage to Chimayo is a tradition that's 200 years old, where people, you know, pray, reflect, and do penance for sins. It's been called the most important Catholic pilgrimage in the United States.
Yeah, in the whole country. I mean, that's what is even more spectacular about it, is that people come from, of course, all walks of life and all parts of the state, but you know, no matter where you are in the country, to know that here in New Mexico is where it's really the most prominent. It's amazing. And New Mexico Style photographer Kenny Hatchett actually went to Chimayo yesterday on Holy Thursday, and we're going to have that story for you in our second half hour, so you definitely don't want to miss out on that. Isn't that nice?
That is really nice. It's good to see that.
It is. So happy Friday to everybody. Happy Good Friday and happy Passover to you tonight. And now let's check in with KRQE News 13 anchor Elizabeth Alvarez with this morning's headlines. Looking so Easter-like and springy.
Yes, you know, I had to break out the pink today.
You look great.
Love the pink and pastel colors. Happy Easter to you guys. Happy Passover as well. Topping your morning news headlines this morning, Sunland Park, New Mexico is left without a mayor this morning. The city's mayor-elect will not be sworn in. Daniel Salinas had until yesterday to take his oath of office, but that deadline came and went. Now the Sunland Park City Council will have an emergency meeting on Tuesday to declare the mayor position vacant and possibly appoint a new mayor. At the top of the list, the guy Salinas is accused of blackmailing with a lap dance video, Gerardo Hernandez. We'll keep you posted on what happens. Election day is 7 months away, but this morning, longtime state senator Linda Lopez is a winner, sort of. A judge ruled that the only person who challenged her in the Democratic primary, Jaime Haqqani, this man here, didn't have enough legitimate signatures on his petitions to get nominated. That means Lopez gets reelected by default. No Republicans are running against her. Lopez represents part of Southwest Albuquerque. Deputies say they've caught a clever crook. Listen to this one. Scott McCrae was arrested yesterday. Deputies say they believe this guy had been stealing gas with a device he made himself. They spotted him at a rental car business in Northwest Albuquerque yesterday. Deputies say his car was parked next to a pickup truck, as they say he was siphoning gas out of it. They say he was using a battery-powered machine he apparently built himself. Pretty intelligent there, I guess. McCrae is now, though, charged with burglary. Cops this morning are still looking for the owners of a Santa Fe jewelry store accused of swiping a couple's wedding rings. Jim and Jan Brooks say they took their rings to this man here. He's a Santa Fe jeweler known as Rashid Ziad in November to get cleaned. Now, the work was only supposed to take about a week, but 5 months later, the Brookses are still without their wedding bands. And get this, they're worth $14,000.
Then the stories kept coming that, oh, I had to send it to Albuquerque, and then for some reason it got sent to Gallup by mistake.
The store is now closed also, and Ziad is gone without a trace. His ex-business partner told police she thought he was also embezzling money from their shop. Well, catching frogs, climbing trees, and kicking around a ball are things most of us did as kids, but it turns out not many kids are experiencing the same thing today. A new study published in the Archives of Pediatric and Adolescent Medicine found that 42% of children do not go outside with a parent every day. I should say to go outside and play, really. It also found that mothers are more likely than fathers to take their kids outside to play. And some people think that the numbers may have something to do with our society. Before, kids would more often be alone, left alone, unsupervised. Today, most parents that were asked feel that that is obviously unsafe to do. And on a similar note, parents, you'll want to listen to this. A new drug is becoming a major concern for law enforcement. It's called Spice. You might have heard of it. Recently, a Carlsbad teenager had to be taken to the hospital after taking this synthetic drug. Now, police say emergency responders were called to the River Rock Recreation Center last Friday when the boy apparently lost consciousness. He was taken to the hospital but is expected to be okay. And I should mention that Spice is legal, and you can often find it at smoke shops and some convenience stores and gas stations. And that wraps it up for your Friday morning headlines. Be sure to start your day with Matt Morrow, Kristen Van Dyke, and me every weekday morning beginning at 4:30 a.m. on KRQE News 13. Ladies, gonna send it back to you. Have a wonderful Friday, wonderful weekend.
Yeah, and have a wonderful Easter with your family here. It's your first Easter with your son here in New Mexico.
And you know what? I was telling Kristen this earlier, that this is going to be the first year, because he's only 2, that he's actually going to be, I think, be able to enjoy the whole Easter eggs and stuff.
So cute.
So
I'm
cute.
excited about that.
Well, I hope it's wonderful for you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Elizabeth. And let's get on to this. This is really interesting. The Masterworks of New Mexico's Spring Art Show is now in its 14th year, and it showcases the unique vision and talent of New Mexico's fine artists.
Yeah, the show opens tonight in the Hispanic Arts Building at Expo New Mexico, but you get a sneak peek.
We named this Masterworks of New Mexico because we firmly believe that there's no better art in the country than in New Mexico. So the quality has increased in value over the years, and this being our 14th year, which is astounding. We can hardly believe it. And here we are this year celebrating the centennial of the state, 100 years. And it's just our pleasure to fit right into that celebration. When somebody walks into the door, they are going to be greeted by 4 separate divisions of two-dimensional work mostly. And that is water media, pastel, oil and acrylic, and the miniatures. The miniatures division is unique, I think, because there are very few of those shows across the country. We are affiliated fairly loosely with the International Show in Florida, but we are the traditional miniature work. The grand opening for our show is today. It's tonight between 5 and 8 at the venue, which is the Hispanic Arts Building at the fairgrounds. The show hangs it hangs all month and every day from 10 to 5, except for Mondays and Easter. And during the month, we have several activities. We have workshops and demonstrations, and a really fun day is going to be April the 15th, which is a Sunday, and it is our big open house paint-in, and we invite anyone who wants to come and bring an easel or a pad and pencil or whatever to come and join us. It's just a fun celebration of art, and the work here this year is just exceptional, just exceptional. I don't think anyone would be disappointed.
Wow, just looking at those pictures from here,
beautiful.
I'm really impressed, and it's just amazing. The opening ceremony and preview is tonight from 5 to 8. The show will remain open to the public until April 28th. Definitely worth your while. For more information about the show and a schedule of workshops and special events, you can visit masterworksnm.org. So much talent.
Yeah, and the good news here is admission is free, and all the art is for sale. So
we love that.
Very cool stuff there. This is another cool thing. The New Mexico Stars, our own professional indoor football league, plays the Tri-Cities Fever tonight at the Santa Ana Star Center, and it's family night. So adults who purchase 1 regularly priced ticket get 1 kids ticket for free.
That's great. And the first 300 kids, 12 and under, through the doors will receive a voucher to go on an Easter egg hunt with the Stars before the game. Isn't that cute?
Yeah. That sounds like a great idea.
Arkeelan was here yesterday, and he's the quarterback. We were talking about the game, and he said it's a fun thing for them, but it's so different playing indoors because the field is so much smaller.
I can't imagine. I've grown up seeing outdoor football.
Right,
so
me too.
What a neat thing to do it indoors. What about it is a big change for the players?
Change. But it'll be fun, and I love that they're involving families so that it can be like a holiday weekend festivity. So
exactly.
It's nice. Now, New Mexico's favorite canine travel reporter, Travelin' Jack, was on the show yesterday. I love that dog. He is in his Easter suit. Take a look at this. We don't have it. We
We don't have a picture.
Well, you'll
I'll
have to
get
just,
that to you later.
Yeah, you'll just have to go to Casa.com and check it out. It's really precious. But he actually told us about the Easter eggs extravaganza. Did you get it? Eggs extravaganza. Tomorrow at Hinkle Family Fun Center.
Oh, yeah. And you know, there's also going to be egg decorating and a visit with the Easter Bunny, as well as a hunt for eggs and candy. And the event lasts from 2 until 5. So again, that's tomorrow. A lot of fun there, and it's always fun to see Jack.
We love
He's
Jack.
so
We get our
cute.
Jack smacks every time we see him. And of course, not a smack like that. It's a smack like one of those. Now, for more Easter celebrations in the Albuquerque Metro, you can visit albuquerque.about.com. So that way you can get a whole schedule, make the right plans for you and your family. It's great.
And as far as the movies go, there's some stuff happening this weekend. It's a blast from the past this weekend at the movies.
That's right. Fox's Ashley Dvorkin has what's new in the movie theaters.
What are you talking about, Stifler? I'm not going to cheat on my wife.
Catch up with the original cast of American Pie in the 4th installment of the successful franchise. This one picks up 10 years later when the gang reunites for their American reunion.
None of our lives are perfect, but no matter what we're going through, we'll always be there for each other.
Luckily for fans of the R-rated comedies, even with marriage, kids, and time apart, it seems some things never change. Continue this trip down memory lane and set sail again on Titanic 3D, as director James Cameron took 60 weeks and spent another $18 million to convert the second highest grossing movie of all time into 3D.
Welcome to Comic-Con!
Every summer, thousands of comic book fans descend on San Diego for the costume-filled frenzy known as Comic-Con. Morgan Spurlock offers a behind-the-scenes look in his latest documentary, Comic-Con Episode 4, A Fan's Hope. Primrose Everdeen. Speaking of fan frenzies, The Hunger Games is proving to be a 2-time champ at the box office, setting records and continuing to get buzz going into its 3rd week of release.
You will learn someday that being half human makes you stronger than a god.
Plus, the 3D IMAX adventure Wrath of the Titans is still in the battle to keep folks mystified by its special effects.
Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the fairest of them all?
And the retelling of the classic tale Snow White in Mirror, Mirror hopes to be the fairest family fair of them all.
Should we help her?
In New York, Ashley Dvorkin, Fox News.
We want to see like everything this weekend. Looks good. And also Xanadu opening this weekend at Albuquerque Little Theater. They were on the show on Monday, so or Tuesday. So just want to remind you, if you want to see some live entertainment, that will be playing this weekend, opens tonight. So very exciting and a great weekend to get out, at least for today so far, right?
Yeah, the weather off to a fantastic start. 54 degrees right now in Albuquerque. The winds are calm and the temperatures are going to continue to warm from here.